To Sunday Night Heat. Congratulations.
That show's not even on anymore, but congratulations, you're on it.
You're on it. You're the one guy on Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah, it's just gonna be you and Sin Cara on a continuous loop.
It's just crickets in the background while fucking Zack Ryder and Sin Cara are in a match.
It's almost like Mankind versus The Rock, the empty arena match.
Yeah, it'd be just like that. Like, what the fuck am I watching? You know what is cool though? Speaking of wrestling, is I was flipping through the channels the other day, and you won't believe what I caught that is on Xfinity's radar.
What is?
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I nearly shit myself. I was like, no, that can't be fucking New Japan, but like the real New Japan Pro Wrestling. Put it on fucking New Japan Pro Wrestling, dude.
Shit, dude.
With English commentators. How weird is that?
Kind of weird, but and here's the thing.
I mean, maybe it's just dubbed for America, but that's kind of cool.
Maybe, but there was a pay-per-view match. It was Jeff Jarrett has like a new wrestling promotion that he's doing. I forget what the name of it's called, but it was essentially like his wrestlers versus guys from New Japan. And the only reason I knew about it was because guess who they got to do commentary?
Taz?
Fucking Jim Ross.
Jim Ross,
I'm
nice.
Just like, God damn it! Why? Go back to the WWE, please.
What is the deal with the WWE and Jim Ross? Like, why don't they like him?
Well, they mutually agreed to part ways. Like he was in charge of like talent relations and whatnot, and then eventually like vice president and what have you. There was an event that WWE did, and this is no fucking problem on Jim Ross's part. Like he did nothing wrong. But he was hosting a panel for, I think it was like a new video game was coming out or something like that. So the panel was him, Steve Austin, one or two other guys, and Ric Flair. And from what I remember, like around that time, Ric Flair's son had passed away due to a drug overdose.
Oh, yeah.
So WWE kind of like wheels him out, and Jim Ross is like, you don't think this is a bad idea? Like to have him here in Vegas, like after his son just fucking died.
No kidding.
And they're like, no, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be great. So apparently they got pissed off at Jim Ross because he couldn't keep control of Ric Flair, and they were like, well, we gotta let you go. And Jim was just like, okay, fine.
He's like, what did you want me to do exactly? The guy's son just died. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. I mean, just fucking really, like,
it just goes to show how very inhuman they are.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like, especially, like, listening to Punk's podcast there with Colt Cabana and talking about, like, the doctor not tending to him and shit. Like, I can't imagine there's anybody out there who listens to us who wouldn't have listened to that already, but if you haven't, then goddamn it, go listen to that. Those two podcasts, because they were awesome. The first one's definitely better than the second one.
Yeah, but...
But they're both pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the second one was funny, though, just because he's like, we're going to answer questions from the fans. And it's like, all these fucking questions suck. It's like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah. I even liked at the end of the first one, he's like, look, don't email me and ask me how big Batista's dick is. And here's the thing, like, when I met Punk, he seemed kind of, like, agitated about something, but, you know, I was pretty courteous to him. I was like, hey, man, you know...
When did you meet him?
Back when I was working at, you know where. Which, you know, I was hanging out in the lobby with a couple other people from WWE. They had cameras because they were filming for Punk's eventual DVD and Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, they're hanging out there, and I was just like, hey, Punk, I just wanted to say, man, you know, I really like the matches you have. I think you're damn talented. And he goes, oh, thanks, man. I was like, you know, would it be okay if I got a picture with you? He's like, sure, come on over here. You know, took a picture with him. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of like one of those things, like, you can tell somebody's kind of, like, just agitated because, like, I don't know if it was, like, the time in the morning or what it was, but...
But he just had that air about him, like, hey, man, you're cool, but I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, he's like, you know what, man, like, as long as you're nice to me, I'm cool and whatnot, but, like, really, I don't want to fucking be here right now. You know, I actually met a couple WWE wrestlers when I was there. Like, I met Daniel Bryan, I met Dolph Ziggler, I met CM Punk. Met the Big Show, which yeah.
Hey, it's the Big Show.
Like, you want to know how big that guy's hand is? Just glue a fucking ham to your fist. That's pretty much it.
I'll never forget the bit that he did with Deborah, where he was wearing a shirt that said
Deborah.
Big Show, and it pointed down. And he's like, "Hey, Deborah, guess where? Look where it's pointing. Your feet? No. Your knees? No."
Dude, you mentioning Deborah just fucking cracks me out.
Just mentioning Deborah?
Yeah. Dude, there's this online like this online like pro wrestling like video game thing called like New Legacy. If you look for him on YouTube, it's fucking hysterical. Basically one of the things was they had Austin dress up in like Nation of Domination colored gear. Like, it's still like his shirt, but it's like yellow. He's wearing like red knee braces, green boots or something like that. Like, he comes out on the 4-wheeler because they have like special entrances. Like, one of them was like a WrestleMania where he came out on the fucking 4-wheeler. Like, this guy, he doesn't like dead on impression of Steve Austin. It's fucking hilarious. And like, what the fuck is with that gear? He's like, you know what? I'm tired of being put down by the white woman. So I've formed the Snaktion of Domination of Deborah. He's like, I will no longer be put down by the white woman. She's gonna get my black fist at her face.
Oh, Jesus.
Like,
well, you know, he was arrested for beating the shit out of her.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, which is what the joke is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if this was before that or not.
No. This is like.
Oh my god.
Like, I know it's not like I know spousal abuse isn't funny. I get that, but when a guy's doing it as a character and it's just done right. Like, as George Carlin said, you know, anything can be funny, just how it depends on how the joke is written. He's in a match with it was like him and Sin Cara, and Hulk Hogan for like the CEO position of WWE to be like the new owner or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Like, you just hear like the little comments and whatnot. It's fucking hilarious. Like, who was it? Greg Khali was the fucking special referee, and fucking Austin's beating the shit out of him. He's like, take that, you tall drink of shit. He's going up to the top rope. He's like, I'll go up top. I don't give a slither. Like, the whole thing was like Steve Austin's trying to be like a snake as much as possible.
Oh my gosh.
He's trying to climb up the ladder. He's like, wait, how can I climb this? Snakes don't have knees. Eventually he starts wailing on Sin Cara, and he's like, damn it, Deborah, I know that's you under that mask. Take it off, bitch. Take that, mask, Deborah. Dude,
oh my god.
Seriously, dude, it makes me like piss myself every fucking time. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I go watch that, and I feel a hell of a lot better.
Snakes don't have knees. What the hell is this shit?
Snakes don't have butts.
Wasn't that from a different video? Or is it from the same one?
Same one.
I feel like I've heard the snakes don't have butts thing before.
No, it's the same video, man.
Is it? Maybe I have seen it. Snakes don't have butts. We need to get that as a drop.
I tried. Believe me, there's way too much laughing and like background noise, so you can't even hear it that clear.
Oh, that's too bad.
I fucking love that video. We should post up a link. We'll post a link up to that on our new our Tumblr page.
Nice. Snakes don't have butts.
Take that, you tall drink of shit. Like, he'll give somebody the stunner, and like Like the movie is like gives him the stunner, and gets down on like all fours and starts like shaking his head back and forth like he's barking at him or something like that.
Hmm.
The guy will just start like hissing at the guy, like "Oh my god, stunner! Hiss, 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 hiss."
I think I have seen that now. Now that you mention that, because I think I remember the hiss, 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 hiss.
Dude, I gotta give props to this fucking guy I used to work with at Newport Creamery, fucking Adam. Like he was the one who told me about this because like he was like one of the few people that was keeping my sanity over there when I was working at Newport Creamery. Because I was like, he's like, dude, do you watch pro wrestling? I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And he's like, who's your favorite manager? I'm just like, oh yes. He's like, dude, me too.
I think my favorite manager is probably Bobby Heenan.
Mine was either Paul Bearer or Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman was good.
Paul Heyman's damn good. I like him. He's just able to get under that skin to make him that heel. Like, so good.
Did you ever see? I only saw it recently, but it was something that Paul Heyman did where he did sort of a shoot in the ring on Vince. Did you see that?
I remember seeing the video of it. I don't remember what he had said though.
Oh man, it was genius. You'll have to check it out because some of the things he said, it was just like, oh.
Well,
And I mean, obviously it was a work, but one of the great things he said was Taz was sitting ringside as an announcer,
yeah.
and he was like, "Look at Taz! He used to be a wrestler. He was the human suplex machine. Now look at him. He's a color commentator, and not even a good one." And so you can tell it's a work because, you know, Taz gets up and gets pissed off and ends up coming in the ring and gives him a fucking Taz mission or whatever. So obviously it's all work, but
yeah,
like some of the things he's saying, it's just like you just wanted to applaud the guy. Like it was like, that's awesome.
well, like here's the thing too. Who's that? The announcer for ECW. I'm fucking blanking on the guy's name.
Joey Styles?
Joey Styles. Thank you. He
Oh
actually,
my god,
dude, he actually did one in the ring. Like not in the ring, but did one like up on the stage by the entrance.
oh really?
Yeah, and it was funny too because like he's telling like his life story. He's just fucking railing away on like ECW, we had fun and blah 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 blah. And like I'm with him. I'm like, yeah, man, this is pretty fucking funny. Ah. And one part he's going like, and you know what the worst is? They mock God. I'm like, I'm out. They mock God. And who are you to mock God? I was like, oh fuck, you're done.
You lost me, Joey.
Sorry, Joey. You were good, and then you crashed and burned.
But yeah, the one with Heyman, he's just like, you stole my ideas, and like, oh man, it was brilliant.
Like I remember like hearing him on a podcast. I think it was with Steve Austin. Like he was talking about like, you know, when he when he was starting with the WWE and whatnot, and they were gonna have like one person, like Vince was gonna be more in control of Raw. SmackDown was gonna be kind of like, you know, the B show. And
Was this sort of like the start of like the general manager bullshit?
I think so, but it was kind of when they started doing like the draft and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
So
that stupid crap.
Yeah, so they asked Paul like, no, which wrestlers do you want? And he said like Edge, Jericho, and Christian. He's like, I'm gonna make those guys into stars, and he's like, they laughed at me. Sure enough, you know, Edge becomes the SmackDown champion, and they're like, oh my god, we want to put Edge back on Raw. And Paul's like, don't you guys remember when you guys were laughing about this?
That's the thing. Paul Heyman had an eye for talent and just a way of getting people over. Like he had great ideas about matches and like the emotion of matches and interviews, you know. So like he totally has a great business sense.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like his wrestling mind is like unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, he knows what he's doing, and for anybody to not listen to him is sort of fucking stupid.
Yeah, you know, that was the thing he said with ECW. He's like, I trusted the wrestlers to have good matches. I wasn't there to make wrestlers. I was there to make superstars.
Right.
You know, they have their matches in the ring. They know what they're doing. I trust them completely with that. Me, I'm in charge of going, okay, this is what the fans like. You know what? I think your guy's good, but here, try and like tweak it a little bit like this.